Hey guys, what's going on? Sherman here. And no, I'm not ordering either of these knives. Just put them in the cart because I'm going to kind of talk about these for a minute. You guys seem to like it when I do these kind of videos, and a topic just kind of came up in my mind. And you know, speaking of knives, you guys like to know what I think about knives. This thing's really been growing on me ever since I saw Jim Skelton's video on the custom version of the GTC Federal. I've been looking at this Boker version, and it's just like, it's just kind of grown on me. It's just kind of neat. It's got that hidden clip, which is like a second lock bar type deal going on there. It's a really neat design. But anyway, I just want to kind of talk a little bit about people's hesitation towards buying Boker titanium frame locks, and my opinion on Boker in general. Well, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know that Boker has a pretty bad reputation here in the knife world from a couple of big name knife reviewers and just a bunch of people in general of, their titanium frame locks being extremely sticky. If you've seen Jim Skelton's video on the, what was it? It was the Boker Monero. The Monero, however you pronounce it. And he actually had to use a little tool on his keychain to pry the lock bar out of engagement because it stuck so bad. And people just kind of come to expect that from Boker. They either get sticky lock, or some people get extreme up and down play like Tough Thumbs experienced. If you watched his videos a few years ago about, what was it, the Boker 75 or whatever it was, one of those Anzo designs, and all of his had blade play. He had like 10 of them. He had several of them, and they all had play. And it's like if they don't have play, they have stick, and there's very few that get just right. And I was looking, and I think I might know partially what that is. I mean, yes, these are made in China knives, but titanium is titanium, and maybe their lock geometry is off, because that could be some of it too. But I was looking down here in the description from Blade HQ, and I've looked at this one. You guys just read over that real quick. And I looked at the Dark Hollow, which is really nice. I really like that design. Look at that. And then, of course, the specs I've been reading up here too. And I kind of noticed something. Most titanium frame locks always specify made of 6AL4V titanium. These do not. None of the Bokers do. Now, they might be made of 6AL4V titanium, it's just not specified for whatever reason. But if these are not true 6AL4V titanium frame locking knives, that's why they're getting such inconsistency out of their titanium. That's why you're getting stick, because that 6AL4V, like I mentioned in my Maxpedition Excelsa review, 6AL4V is 6% aluminum, 4% vanadium, and it just makes the titanium stronger, and it makes it wear in much slower. So if this is just standard run-of-the-mill titanium, it's going to be a lot softer than 6AL, 6AL4V. So that's probably why. I mean, like I said, they may be 6AL4V titanium. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just saying I do not see them specify it on any of their titanium frame locks. It just says titanium. And most companies will advertise that. Like, let's look at the ZT-0560. I mean, I know it has 6AL4V titanium. All right, let's just look at the 300 Blackwash. It's a frame lock. Liner material. Where's... Okay, it doesn't say. It just says liner material, stainless steel. But it's a frame lock. But I thought it said 6AL4V. Alright, let's look at the ZT-0560. I know it does because I saw it on their website. I don't know if it's specified on here. That's a good looking knife. One of the black DLC blade. Yep. 3D machined 6AL 4V titanium. So, Most of the time, they will specify. But like I said, if Boker does not use 6A04V titanium, then that could be why you get such inconsistencies. But, and it's a shame that they've gotten such a bad rep, because Boker is probably the biggest knife company right now in terms of collaborations. They probably have the most collaborations under their belt, and more than any other knife company. Now, some other knife companies may have bigger name collaborations, like, of course, ZT. You have, you know, the original ZT lines. I don't know if a lot of you guys know this. I'm sure most of you do, but Zero Tolerance was originally started by Ken Onion and Mick Strider. That's right. ZT knives were originally Mick Strider and Ken Onion designs. And of course, you know, you have some of the Strider influences. And then, of course, you started getting the Hinderer collaborations. Well, then you have two of the most prolific knife makers that most people know off the top of their head. Rick Hinderer and Mick Strider. The two right there involved in Kai cutlery. So, you have that. And then you have, you know, you have the Todd Rexford, stuff like that. And a few others, don't get me wrong. There's been others like, you know, the Diskin folders and whatnot. Anyway, but Boker, I mean, they have Monero. They have whoever made the GTC. I don't know custom makers that well off the top of my head. You know, I just ordered the Boker Mini Slick, which is, who's that made by? Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Amsler Knives. I forget the guy's name. It should Rob Amsler. Yeah, I just ordered that. I can't wait till that gets here. It's a pretty sweet knife. I have a thing for small fixed blades. You know that. And but other than that, another thing. This brings me to my next point. Yeah, some of their folders may be cheap quality, but for the materials that you're getting, Boker does not charge a whole lot. Take a company like SOG, or take a company like CRKT. They'll give you a knife with AUS 8 steel and G10 or FRN handle scales and charge $80. I mean, you look at the SOG Aegis line, and I don't know about now, but they used to run starting at about $67 to $70. You're entering Manix 2 territory, and all they're giving you is AUS 8 and FRN handles without any steel liners or anything like that. And then you look at CRKT. Look at things like the Maw eraser, the Liang Maw. AUS 8 steel, G10 handle scales, stainless steel bolsters. Nothing that special. It may be made well, but they're charging almost $90 for that knife. Now, I'm not necessarily knocking them, because both of those knives that I just mentioned are great knives. But what are you getting for $80? You're not getting a lot. For $80, you can have a dang nice Spyderco Manix 2. You could almost have the Stag Arms exclusive. But I mean, even now, I mean, the Manix 2s you're getting have S30V steel. Back when I got mine, they were still making them out of 154 CM, which is still great. But you know, S30V is better than 154 in almost every way. But anyway, look at this knife. It's not very big. You can look at the overall dimensions. Overall, it's a little under 5 inches overall. But what you're getting is 440C. Now, 440C is stupid. They've used that. They haven't used that since the 60s. Well, 440C, no, it doesn't hold a candle to some steels today like VG10 and S30V, 154CM, or, you know, even to some of your super steels. But 440C is still good. It's still a really good steel. And Boker does a great job with it. Some companies do crappy work with it. I said doo-doo. They do pretty bad work with it. Boker does a good job. Okay, these handle slabs, pure titanium. No, they're not very big, but they're pure titanium. You're also getting a custom molded Kydex sheath with rivets. You're also getting an anodized titanium lanyard bead with a paracord lanyard. Somebody had to sit there in the factory and make that. So you're getting thick titanium handle slabs, a custom Kydex sheath, you know, hand molded and everything like that. I'm assuming they're hand molded, but still, it's Kydex. And you're getting all that. So your Blade HQ, they're charging $31.99. And even MSRP is $51.95. You get a lot for your money with Boker. And I guarantee, like, I'm anxious to see what kind of box this comes in. My $20 Boker Rhino calf came in a cardboard box, or it wasn't even cardboard, it was like thick cardboard with a really nice laminate over it. Very difficult to print that. It came with a magnetically closed lid, and then it came with a piece of cardboard over that, kind of sandwiched it. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful presentation for a $20 knife. So Boker gives you a lot for your money. And like I said, they collaborate with a bunch of different knife makers. I mean, I just named a few, and of course you guys know they do Janz Anzo and a bunch of others. Sniper Blade Works. They collaborate and have the coolest designs. I mean, let's just go over here to, they have Knives by Brand. Where's Knives by Brand? Oh, brands. Just a quick overview. Now, yes, a lot of their knives are very cheap. You know, they're Boker Plus. Like, here's another collaboration. You have the Nano. Great looking knives. The Monero. Great looking knife. Now, yeah, I've heard a lot of people, like, I was just talking about Jim Skelton, he had horrible experience with it. But you get those beautiful grinds, which are very hard to try to replicate. Full titanium frame lock, titanium slab, titanium locking frame, titanium backspacer for $132? I mean, you know, here's another one, the Albatross, all titanium, $105. The Boker Plus, the Federal GTC, full titanium with carbon fiber, under $150? I mean, you just get a lot for your money with Boker, but unfortunately with Boker, with their titanium frame locks, it's a hit or miss. You don't know what kind of quality you're getting, so it's just a shame that their execution can't meet with the expectations I have because of their designs and materials used. But, you know, you guys have to make a compromise somewhere. If you want to get these beautiful materials and look and feel of, you know, a good collaboration and remake of a custom knife, you're gonna have to skimp somewhere. And unfortunately, they do that in their cheap factory in China. You know, apparently they don't have very good workers. Because I mean, you look at, you know, I don't want to hear, you know, all overseas made knives are crap either, because you've obviously never owned a Taichung Taiwan Spyderco. In my opinion, the best made Spydercos. You know, here's another one, Lucas Burnley. You had the Quaken. That's another collaboration. Great. I really, really want this knife. Wait a minute. Is that the... No, that's the standard version. That's not the titanium one. They are coming out with a version instead of the orange G10 and instead of the orange, or instead of the micarta, they're coming out with an all titanium slab one, and it's gonna have a flipper. It's not gonna have the modification like where they took the chunk out of the handle. It's actually gonna have a flipper. So you just get a lot for your money with these Bokers, but like I said, unfortunately, when you're getting one of the titanium frame locks, you're just rolling the dice. But look at all these cool designs. I mean, some of these, like, you know, that just looks cheap. That looks like something you get in a gas station. You know, especially that's a canteen knife. But some of these are just really cool looking knives. Look at these. These are pretty neat looking. I would buy any one of these, to be perfectly honest with you guys. And these are neat too. I mean, under $20? Now, yeah, then you're getting out of 440C, and then you're getting like 440A steel. But still, these Boker, these subcoms are incredible knives. This is a good looking knife. Gitano. It's a good looking knife. So, you know, like I said, it is a risk. That's a good looking one though. I've seen some reviews of that. The Rald. This is a nice looking knife. I love this fixed blade. Here again, Kydex sheath, CNC machined G10 scales, stone washed blade. Look at that. Look at that knife. Under $70. I mean, most Essies don't even give you a Kydex sheath. Just depends on what model you get. Some of them you have to buy without it. And they're over $100 without the Kydex sheath. And then they sell you the Kydex sheath or the molded plastic sheath for $40 extra. I'm not knocking Essie, trust me guys. I love Essie. I'm just saying, Boker gives you a lot for your money. Even if it's 440C. So that's how they can charge that. And of course, like I said, the cheap labor. But anyway, hope this wasn't boring. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to look at a few knives with you and talk about Boker, my thoughts on them. You know, I've had good experiences with Boker, but then again, I've never bought any of their tie frame locks. My experiences with Boker have been primarily with their Subcom series and their fixed blades. And from my experience there, they've been great. I take it back. I did have the one Boker, what was that? It was the titanium Subcom. The Subcom Titan. So, I had that and I loved it. But anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you guys think about Boker. And also, let me know, sorry about that. Somebody got a text or something. Well, it can't be. This is my smartphone. Got a message or something. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about Boker in the comments section. And let me know what design you like best by Boker right now. Right now, I think my favorite design by them that they've come up with is this collaboration with, or the latest collaboration with Sniper Blade Works, this Dark Hollow. Love it. So cool looking. Alright guys, hope you have a great rest of your Friday night. Stay safe, stay sharp, and God bless. Sherman614. Peace.